As you fly over the vast terrain of the Masai Mara, you see green.
The Masai Mara Reserve is lush, green and full of life. We are here to witness the great wildebeest migration, an ongoing wildlife phenomenon. It's all part of one of the most spectacular events on Earth. Every year, wildebeest and zebra traverse the plains during their annual migration. Following ample good grazing, more than 1 million wildebeest and 200,000 zebras complete this 300-mile loop. We're staying at Governors Ill Moran camp that puts you right in the heart of the action.
Hidden under ancient trees in the forest are just 10 tents which line the winding banks of the Mara River. Governors Ill Moran camp is small and intimate. It's the first permanent tented camp in the Masai Mara, and it occupies the best wildlife viewing location in the national park.
Tents are charming and luxurious, the equivalent of a hotel suite.
The entire staff puts absolute care into everything that they do. We have lunch, where we sit and we can watch the hippos cavort and grunt and the crocodiles slither through the murky water. Hippo and crocodile rule this river.
One of my favorite sounds of an African night, of course, is the lion calling. But being serenaded by a hippo, that's a close second. And with him right in the river, right below our tent, that's entirely likely.
Nothing like being fully entertained in camp. This really is glamping.
Glamping at its very best.
After lunch, our group loads up on the vehicles. We're off and running to see what this beautiful afternoon will bring and get a sense of the layout of the land.
These are backwards.
Vultures are nature's cleanup crew. First thing that hits me when I get into the Masai Mara is the big skies. This is a really entertaining little troop here, all of baboons. That male walks with attitude.
The name olive refers to the coat that has a greenish cast to it.
Not in my wildest dreams could I conjure the experiences to be had here. Grant's gazelles are commonly revered for their elegance and grace.
It's a nice pose.
Grant's gazelles can tolerate very high body temperatures, which would be fatal for many other mammals. They are very tidy, known to use what we could call public toilets that are located far away from their grazing areas, which reduces the level of parasites. Smart, eh? Although generally diurnal, Grant's gazelles may sometimes be active during the night, when they feed upon leaves which contain relatively more moisture than during the daytime hours.
They avoid areas with high grass, where the visibility of predators is compromised. I notice a lot of itching creatures. Makes me itch to watch them.
There's just so too much to look at. There's just so many animals.
Here is something quite unique about banded mongoose. They have a level of birth synchrony that is unique among mammals. The pregnant females in the troop give birth on exactly the same day. Astonishing. Banded mongoose are more diurnal feeders, happening during the day as opposed to night, and will move and hunt and prey in troops. Unlike many other mongoose species, the banded mongoose are very social animals and live in packs that average between 10 and 20 animals. Warthogs are part of the pig family, the name referring to warts on its face. They eat grasses and plants, but they also use their snouts to dig for roots, bulbs, tubers.
This big bird is the tallest stork in the world.
Their sexual dimorphism, the existence of two or more different forms within a biological species, is in the eyes. Females have bright yellow eyes, whereas in the case of the males, their eyes are dark brown or even black.
They are a silent bird except for the clacking noise they make at their nests.
Saddle-billed stork does not have a syrinx, which is the vocal organ of birds.
You see those dangly earrings? Quite a fashionable bird, I'd say. While this little bird does not have the nicest voice, it makes up for it in its beauty. For me, one of the most iconic sights in Africa are the largest land mammal. These incredible sentient beings. It's one of the things I look most forward to when coming to Africa, and the creature I remember long after. I'm so impressed with every aspect of their intelligence, their sense of family, their reverence for elders, the matriarch that holds the families together. Elephants are profoundly social creatures.
If harm comes to a member of an elephant group, all the other elephants are aware of it. The sense of cohesion is enforced by an elaborate communication system. In close proximity, they use a range of vocalizations, from low-frequency rumbles to higher-pitched screams and trumpets. When communicating over long distances, in order to pass along, for instance, say news about an imminent threat, they use patterns of subsonic vibrations that are felt as far as several miles away by exquisitely tuned sensors in the padding of their feet. The fabric of elephant society, in many cases, have been frayed by years of habitat loss and poaching, along with systematic culling by government agencies to control elephant numbers and the translocations of herd to different habitats.
Best known for their work to protect elephants, the Sheldrake Wildlife Trust operates the most successful orphan elephant rescue and rehabilitation program. 262 orphans successfully raised. A number of them have periodically returned to the sanctuary with their own wild-born calves in order to reunite with their human mothers and a whole new subspecies, the human grandmother. Traditionally, nature has served as a source for healing for humans. Now humans can participate actively in the healing of both themselves and non-human animals. The Trust and the Sanctuary are the beginnings of a mutually benefiting interspecies culture. You can learn more about them and the wonderful work they do at sheldrakewildlifetrust.org. We head back to camp with our beautiful skies to a relaxing dinner. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Morning in the bush. We got up at the crack of dawn. Let me rephrase that. There was no crack of dawn yet. It was still dark. But we're ready to seize the day. We hightail it for the next great adventure in the Masai Mara. It doesn't take long for critters to rouse up and attend to their concerns. Breakfast for some, sleeping in for others. The Masai Mara is always on the move. Mesmerized. I can't stop watching. Someone woke up grumpy. A cute band of mongoose running their merry way and photobombed by an elephant.
I dare say, you've never been photobombed by an elephant, have you?
They're obviously not going to perform for us. I mean, really, disturb their nap for us? I think not. They are gorgeous creatures.
Can you imagine seeing this animal in action? The cheetah is the fastest land animal on Earth and also has the fastest acceleration.
They especially like things with hooves. They follow the rain and the green grass that comes with it. Elephants on the move. Everybody seems to be on the move today. Any way you look at it, it's a grand way to start a morning. And of course, the grass is always greener on the other side of the river. That zebra's grabbing a chomp while he can.
How convenient, they don't even have to get up to get their breakfast. They just regurgitate their dinner. Don't be fooled by that peaceful countenance. You're looking at about 2,000 pounds of dynamite in each of them.
These hyenas seem to be partying up this morning, getting excited about something. The race is on. Well, movement from the cheetah. Is that a smile on their faces?